Ranking AirPods all the way to the new AirPods Pro 3, including obviously the AirPods Max, but also the first generation AirPods that got introduced in 2016. Almost 10 years of AirPods. So yeah, I'm going to share with you my ranking of these different models, why I chose this ranking, different changes, pros, cons from the different products. Without further ado, let's rank all these different models. Okay, so we have here AirPods, so not AirPods, AirPods, the wired one. This is representing like all the wired AirPods that Apple made. Then we have AirPods first and the second generation. Unfortunately, I don't have the first generation with me right now, but this is representing the first and second generation AirPods. You remember the stem designed ones. And then here in the middle, we have AirPods third generation and fourth generation with and without ANC. Then all the AirPods Pro, so first generation, second generation, and the third generation of AirPods Pro. And lastly, AirPods Max had a totally new design. The over-the-ear headphones from Apple. We have the first generation and the second generation. I'm going to briefly go through them, tell you what I think, why, what were some of the most important changes, and in the end, we're going to rank these how I think they should be ranked. All right, let's start with AirPods. So AirPods, actually still love these. Apple's only a wired solution. One of the main benefits of these are one, they're wired so they don't require charging or a battery. And number two actually is that the microphone is tremendously good. Maybe one of the best microphones of all the AirPods. If you also look sometimes in interviews on television, you see people using AirPods with the mic because just the mic is just so good. So this is going to get pretty high up in the ranking, but I love to use these still these days. Just no battery required and the microphone is incredible. Then let's go to the first and second generation of AirPods. This was revolutionary. When this was introduced, people were looking a little bit weird at what is this device, but now it's the standard, it's the default. So many copycats. First generation AirPods, the toothbrush design was absolutely mind-blowing and revolutionary. And as you can see, has created a follow-up generation of AirPods for almost 10 years now. These were introduced in 2016. Until this day, these are incredible. First generation and also representing the second generation of AirPods. Now let's go to the AirPods 3 and 4. We take these together because they're more or less the same design. It's the upgrade over the first generation AirPods. We got shorter stems here and also the design got different. The microphone was rearranged and the stems also got significantly smaller compared to the first generation of AirPods, as you can see. Until today, I think these are really amazing for people that don't like the in-ear solution from AirPods Pro. Now AirPods 4 also come with active noise cancellation. So if that's something you like and you don't like the in-ear design from the AirPods Pro, this is absolutely a great solution. Not the biggest fan of these, but yeah, still an awesome, iconic AirPods design. Amazing, I think, for many users. But for me personally, not the best one. But you'll see more about that in the ranking later on. Then our AirPods Pro. Very interesting. These are all the models. First generation AirPods, second generation AirPods with Lightning and then USB-C also later on. And lastly, AirPods Pro 3. Right now, the newest AirPods Pro model that there is. If you really like active noise cancellation and in-ear tip designs, as you can see, I've been wearing these for years now. This actually started to yellow. But yeah, I was a massive fan of the first generation of AirPods Pro. They introduced the in-ear tip design together with active noise cancellation and also transparency mode. Also the sound quality, in my opinion, is one of the best compared to all the models. But yeah, silicone ear tips. Not many people are a massive fan of this. They don't like it. They don't fit well. So yeah, that's really a personal preference. After the first generation, we got the second generation with Lightning, and after that with USB-C. We got touch sensitive buttons here on the design. Really nice to quickly adjust the audio or change songs. That was really cool. Better battery life and also USB-C, Lightning and MagSafe charging capabilities. And lastly, AirPods Pro 3, the newest model in the AirPods Pro lineup right now, and I am a massive fan of these. Active noise cancellation, best in the world. Audio quality, incredible. I cannot recommend this product enough. I think this is right now one of Apple's best products ever, maybe, at least in their audio space. It's like the perfect iteration after all these generations. The transparency mode is so good. You almost have the idea when talking of not having your AirPods Pro in. Also really cool with this generation, live translation is enabled. That's available on AirPods Pro 2, 3 and AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. And then lastly, AirPods Max. If you look at the design, really something totally different. Apple's over-the-ear solution. It's pretty expensive. They start at $500. We have two models. This is the first generation. When it was introduced, amazing. Comes with a lightning, spatial audio, active noise cancellation is okay, but not as good as the AirPods Pro. Then lastly, the update that came in 2024. We had hoped to have some bigger updates regarding the new generation of AirPods Max, but unfortunately we only got a USB-C charging port basically and some new colors. So a bit disappointed about that, but yeah, overall amazing design. It's really premium, you feel it, great materials, but a little bit expensive. Now let's rank all these AirPods from worst to best on the right. So I'm going to remove the AirPods 3 to make things easier, and the first and second generation AirPods Pro together with the first generation AirPods Max to simplify our setup here. So on the last spot for me, I'm going to put the AirPods 3 and 4. Great price to value ratio, but for me personally, it's okay-ish. I would recommend actually the AirPods Pro to many people, but the only reason you'd go for AirPods 3 or 4 is because they don't have the in-ear tip. That's the only reason. The design is simple and nice, but for me, this is the worst design. I'll put this on the left. Then number 2 for me is the AirPods. Amazing. They don't need a battery. The microphone is good, but it's a bit cumbersome with the cable. I don't like it for running, for example. It's nice for indoors when you're working, you need to give an interview or a good call with a nice microphone quality, but you still have this wired connection. Also, the design in ear is not great. Audio quality is decent. I put these on the second to last spot. Next up, AirPods Max. They will go in the middle. Why? I love the design. Apple's only over-ear headphones. Really expensive, start around $500. The second generation didn't get the updates that we hoped to see. Hopefully in the future this will become better. Active noise cancellation is okay and good, but not great in my opinion compared to some other products like AirPods Pro. So I'll put these in the middle. Then it's going to be between the first generation AirPods and AirPods Pro. Although I really enjoy my AirPods Pro right now, it's gonna be the AirPods, the first generation, that I'm going to put on the first spot. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So let's start with AirPods Pro. On the second best spot, I absolutely love these. Use them every single day. Active noise cancellation, incredible. Audio quality, insane. Transparency mode, really good. I am a massive fan of in-ear design. For me, I highly recommend these right now to everyone. It's definitely worth the price in my opinion. And I'm going to put them on the second spot. They could have been first, but the history, the introduction, and the story behind AirPods first generation puts them in the first spot. This is what started it all. This was also one of Johnny Ive's main contribution in the AirPod space for Apple. If you don't know, Johnny Ive is one of the main designers of Apple. Unfortunately, left the company recently. When he introduced this, the video and everything, I got goosebumps. This actually provided the basis for all the AirPods that we have right here, and that's why I put the first generation on the first spot with the iconic design. Really curious to know what you think about my ranking here. AirPods 3, 4 last, AirPods second to last, AirPods Max on the third spot here in the middle, AirPods Pro 1, 2 and 3 on the second spot, and the first generation, the original AirPods on the first spot. I'd love to hear your thoughts about my ranking. Also, I ranked all the iPhone Pro models in another video. If you're interested in that, you can check it out also right here. Thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, like this video, and see you in the next one. Peace.